Good morning. So surprise. I just decided I had a few minutes while I'm making my coffee. And I wanted a couple things. I was going to answer some of the comments that I had on yesterday's video. Okay, so yesterday's salad, the kale and quinoa and chickpea salad was so good, except for the dressing. So that was a total fail using that dressing on there. So what kind of dressing do you think because I'm going to have it again tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I can get some ideas on dressing for that salad. Like I said, when I kind of looked up online, because I kind of just threw this salad together, but I was looking up other like kind of kale and quinoa salads. And I feel like a lot of them had like tahini dressing, which I have never tried tahini except for like whatever's in what is that stuff called? Hummus. And I feel like it's kind of an expensive ingredient, and I hate spending a lot of money on ingredients that I'm going to use for like one thing. So I don't know, and it probably has a lot of points, possibly, I don't know. So what kind of dressing do you think will go in that salad? So to remind you, it has kind of like a roasted up chickpea, roasted sweet potatoes, roasted cauliflower, red quinoa, and then the kale. So what do you think? I mean, it really almost didn't need a dressing, but I think it needs just a little bit of something because the kale can be, you know, a little bit, I feel like I need something on kale. I'm not like the huge, oh, coffee's ready. Let me go grab that. Okay. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm gonna have it again tomorrow, and I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm gonna do some searching today on my breaks and stuff at work and see if there's something that I can pick up from the store or something to make. I don't know, because I was thinking, well, maybe some Italian dressing or maybe just a little bit of olive oil and vinegar. I don't know. So I really want to have the salad again, and I'm gonna have it tomorrow because it probably won't be good much longer than that. So anyway, that was one thing. And I finished that book last night. I stayed up way too late reading, and that was somebody asked me actually in my comments what I was reading. So I'm reading a book, I was reading a book called The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn, and if I remember right, this was a debut novel for this author. I don't know if the author is male or female. So it was so good. Now, I was reading some of the reviews on it, and a lot of people were like, oh, it's so predictable, but I totally didn't. I mean, there's one piece of it that I got, and it was kind of towards the middle. I was just thinking, yeah, I think that's the case with one thing, but the huge twist at the end, totally didn't get. Maybe I just missed it, but I read a lot of thrillers and mysteries and crime fiction and stuff, and usually I can get them. So this one I did not get, but it was really good. Now there are some moments, I could give it 5-star, which I am really picky with my stars, but only because it got me. And I figure a lot of times I will just give 4 stars if I felt a little bit bored through some of the pieces of the book, which this one, there was a couple times when I thought it was a little bit drawn out, and you really do have to pay attention to the book, which sometimes that annoys me too because I read really fast. And if it kind of switches back and forth, but it's not one of those ones where it's like it tells you present time, past, or it tells you the year or something. This one, there's like clips of flashing back, and sometimes if you're not really paying attention, sometimes you may miss that. And the couple times that happened, but I feel like because of the twist at the end, it deserved a 5-star. So good. So now I really hate though when you read a really, really good book and then you have to try to read another book. And sometimes, honestly, when I read like a really good thriller like that really got me and was really intense, I tend to read something fluffy after that. When I say fluffy, I mean like, I don't know, a Danielle Steele book, which I've always been a Danielle Steele fan, or like a Nora Roberts book, or just some kind of like fluffy romance type book, or just one that you don't have to think. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. So I don't know what I'm going to read next because I just recently purchased a few like more psychological thrillers, which is what I really like. So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think about that today so I can have a book ready to read when I get home. I've been really enjoying that. I've read 7 books already this year, so I am excited about that. So somebody had asked that, and then somebody gave me a suggestion for a book. Barbara Quietic, sorry. She's suggested The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. I feel like I've heard of B.A. Paris, so I'm going to add that to my list. And then Lisa Harris said that you can order the nut pod creamers from Thrive Market for only $2.99. So I did have a question about the nut pods. Somebody asked if they're in the refrigerator dairy section. Yes, they are. So here is what I found at Fred Meyer, which is also a Kroger store. This is the French vanilla flavor. That's the only flavor I saw there, I believe. Maybe there's hazelnut, but I told you guys yesterday I don't like hazelnut. This was like $3.79. which it's not that bad I mean, it's only a pint though, which I feel like the Coffee Mate creamers are like $3.99, but you get quite a bit more. But I was just getting tired of those ones. So I've been only drinking, you know, the fat-free half and half, which they only, and the reason why I bought this is because they only had one of my fat-free half and half, and that's not, I don't think is going to make me through the week. So what I've been doing is 1 tablespoon of this and 1 tablespoon of my fat-free half and half. And if you look, it makes your coffee really creamy. So, but I've been enjoying this. It's a nice flavor, and I feel like it has better ingredients than the Coffee Mate, since it is Whole30 approved. If I get used to this, I may do a round of Whole30, just because I've been wanting to do it, just because, no like reason really around it. So anyway, I'm thinking about doing that. So let me know if you guys have done Whole30. But I think I could probably get away with it using this for my coffee. Somebody else has, Ginger had mentioned the pumpkin pie nut pods, which I remember seeing a lot around the fall. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I just want to know if you guys had any ideas for my salad, because I am really, I want to have that salad again, or just variations of it, but I feel like it does need a little bit of a dressing, so I need to figure that out possibly today if I can. So anywho, I'm gonna go make my breakfast. It is 10 after 6. I want yogurt really bad today. So I think one of my favorite breakfasts to have, for the longest time it was like avocado egg toast, but I have been like loving yogurt. It's been keeping me so full, and my favorite way to have it is how I'm gonna have it this morning, which is just the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. My cat, what is she doing? My cat, sometimes I feel like she just chases like invisible objects through this house. I don't know what she's doing. But the plain non-fat Greek yogurt with honey and a banana and PB2. It is so good. And I make the PB2 into peanut butter and just put it on top. And it is so good. So that is what I'm having for breakfast today. So I will show you that, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Okay, so here is my breakfast. So I have plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I did put 2 packets of Truvia in there. I have a teaspoon of honey for 1 point, banana for 0, PB2 for 1 point, and some cinnamon. So this is a 2-point breakfast, and it is so, so good. And for lunch today, I'm having one of the meal preps that I prepped. So this is the spaghetti squash with the chicken parm meatballs. The chicken parm meatballs are 2 smart points. And then I have some broccoli. Spaghetti squash, of course, is 0. Marinara sauce is 0. So this whole lunch is going to be 2 smart points. Oh, no. I also have an ounce of the Trader Joe's light mozzarella, and that is going to be 1 smart point. So I'm saying I knew it was 3 smart points, so it's 3 smart points for this lunch, and I cannot wait to eat this at lunchtime. Then my snacks. I have quite a few. I have a meeting today, this morning, so it'll be a couple hours long, and so I figured well, actually I have 2 meetings. I have one early in the morning, it's an hour long, and then I have one that's about an hour and a half long. So I figured I just want to have a lot of snacks to be able to get through my day, and then I don't think I have anything this afternoon. So anyway, this is what I have. So I have 2 rice cakes. These are the lightly salted, which are 2 smart points. I have a thing of PB2, which is 1 smart point. So I'll have that probably in the morning in between meetings. And then for afternoon, I have some carrots, and this is some roasted red pepper hummus. So this is 2 smart points for the hummus. And then I forgot that Enlighten had sent me some little sample of their broad bean crisps. So I thought I'd just bring these. I'm just going to throw these in my purse. I don't know if I'll eat them or not, but I figured they're a nice little easy 2 smart point snack with 7 grams of protein. So you can't beat that. So I'm just going to throw this in my purse. And then I have my after work snack that I eat on my way home from work. So I have 2 of the Halo oranges, and then a cheese stick for 1 smart point. So here are my snacks and my lunch for today.